Hey, welcome back. You know, with businesses shutting down temporarily and workers being told to stay at home, we'd like to know some real legal issues that were coming up in our minds. Employment rights. Now, we've got Ashley Cutno with us with Ogletree Deacons. That's you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming, of course. You want to answer some of our questions.
Absolutely.
We're concerned about our employers as they are about us and sick leave. Can you get started this morning on some of our issues?
So absolutely. So I think one of the really key things that people should be aware of is that just last night, President Trump signed into law the Families First Act. This is the second relief act that the national government has put into place, and it really did two things for employees. So the first is it has expanded the Family Medical Leave Act. The expansion is applicable only to small businesses though. So we're talking about businesses with less than 500 employees. The expansion is applicable if you have had your job for more than 30 days. So if you've been working for more than 30 days and your employer has less than 500, it's applicable to you.
Okay.
The expansion actually allows someone who has children who are at home because school is out or because their daycares are closed to have 12 weeks of paid leave.
Full pay or?
So the amount of pay, so for the first 10 days that you're out, you are not paid. However, if your company has any kind of vacation leave that's paid, you can take that kind of leave to cover you for those first 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
After that, you're able to get paid up to 2/3 of your regular pay.
Right.
There is a cap of $200 a day, $10,000 max for this paid leave.
Okay.
The law also changed sick leave for those small businesses, again, less than 500 people. You do not have to have been working for 30 days to be eligible for the new sick leave benefit. How much you'll get paid depends on whether or not you're the person who's sick or if you're caring for someone who's sick. So if you are sick, you're going to get your full pay for up to 10 days. If you're caring for someone who's sick, again, it's that 2/3 with the $200 cap. So there are caps if you're caring for someone. But the point is to really assist our workers who are out for these unexpected reasons.
You never know, you could be next.
Well, because you know, so many times, like even if you, how many times have you come to work sick? Because you're like, I don't want to let people down. I'm not that bad. Now,
we absolutely do not want you to do that. We absolutely want you to stay home. Now, I will tell you there are some concerns about this law. Senator Scott actually did not approve the law. He actually voted against it. One of the real concerns with the law is that we are talking about businesses with under 500 employees. And so we want to make sure the businesses can actually survive to be able to pay this benefit out. So if you're actually a very small employer with less than 50 employees, there is an exemption you can apply for through the Department of Labor. Again, the law was just signed last night. We don't have those rules for the exemption yet. We expect them today or tomorrow. And also what they're doing is for every employer who pays this, they are going to get a 100% tax credit that they can apply for quarterly. So essentially the government is trying to help you pay for this benefit for your employees through a tax credit that will be coming out.
Well, you know, it was nice to read we have another 90 days to pay taxes, but you know what? We ain't worried about taxes today.
That's
We're worried about what you're talking about. Do you have a great website, Ogletree Deacon, that we can go in and see an itemization of what you just said?
Yes, absolutely. At Ogletree Deacons, we actually have, you can go to ogletreedeacons.com, and on the right corner, there's actually a coronavirus resource page. It is for employers to help, but there's actually a frequently asked questions page there that answers almost 50 of the most common questions that we're getting. It is about, how do I pay my employees when they're out? What are the rules about working from home in telework? What are the rules about FMLA? What happens if an employee comes to work and they do have a fever? Can I send them home?
Legally.
When should they come back?
We were just saying that. There's like some places that are like, you know, taking temperatures of employees. We're like, is that legal? It's Corona times. Are you allowed to do
So actually it was not, you can only take temperatures in the event of a pandemic. Otherwise, it's an ADA medical examination and it's not allowed. Yesterday, the EEOC actually affirmatively issued guidance that allows temperatures to be taken. However, everyone should be cautioned because the temperature taking is not an absolute guarantee that you're not sick, because everyone with the coronavirus does not have a temperature. So it is a precaution that can be taken, but it is not an absolute that you are not.
That's why it's so scary, because you're like, if it was just that black and white, like boom,
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? But
That's
it's
right.
not.
And even the test itself takes several days to get an answer.
That's
If you
right.
can get one.
Thermometer's not going to answer it.
That's right. So one of the most common questions we're seeing is, when can an employee come back to work?
Oh, good one.
And do you have to have a doctor's note to come back? So the answer to that is, you can ask for a doctor's note, but the truth is the CDC has issued very specific requests that we actually don't require a doctor's notes to come back, because we do not want to overwhelm our health systems making people get a note. They have much more bigger concerns out there to keep everyone safe and
It's
well.
kind of like common sense when
That's
you're
right.
when you're virus free.
Well, you absolutely should not come back less than 24 hours after you've had a fever. But if you are still feeling symptoms, the cough, the tiredness, please stay out. We do not want you back into the workforce until you're well. And employers have an obligation to make sure that their workplace is safe and healthy, and so they're really doing everything they can to try and make that happen.
We're going to bring you back up because you, how on top of things you are is awesome.
Well, thank you.
And helps a lot.
And we can watch her on our website by the afternoon time.
Thank you so much. We'll
Absolutely.
be back for sure. So good.
Thank
Ogletree
you.
Deacon.
Our question of the day, what are your teachers doing with the kids? Anything creative? We'd like to know. They're working hard, I know.